baby. Let's get down.
You said you want to be an all-star, right? Now it's time to back it up. This is the first game we circled everyone's going to be watching tonight.
No doubt, Coach. I'm ready.
Okay? Just don't start playing hero ball. Make the right plays, keep the ball moving. This is still about the team. It's still about winning.
You know I'll let the game come to me. I promise I won't do anything to get us off our rhythm.
You're saying the right thing. Just make sure you do the right thing.
I hear you, Coach. Believe me, I hear you.
Fans are already pumped up, and the energy is visibly escalating outside of this venue. Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Tonight, we'll see the Utah Jazz as they play against the Golden State Warriors here in Chase Center. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And as always, we'll hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Robinson is out there with Keontae George. Then there's Markkanen. Then there's Walker Kessler. And Hendricks in at the four-man position. And for Golden State, some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hield. Then it's Trace Jackson-Davis. And it's Abaji in at the four slot. And with a few games in the books, Greg, what's the key for coaches during this part of the season?
Kevin, if I were a head coach, I'd be trying to nail down my best five. NBA games are mostly decided in that final 3 or 4 minutes, so I want to know who I can trust when it matters most.
So Golden State will get the first possession. Will Envy has made it a point to become the best player in his conference, and he's let everyone know about it too.
Hey, welcome. So, we were playing this game, but then I had something to do, and I quit halfway through the game to get it back. We were keeping the ball Steph under control, but now it looks like the nigga is gonna go off.
We might be seeing some elevated intensity with MP on the court. I'm excited to see how he fights to win in those matchups.
Let's take it over to the sidelines.
Give me that call. Because he was supposed to go straight up, but okay.
As you know, all eyes are on the star matchup at point guard. I asked him about it. He told me it's going to be a battle, and I know everyone's hyping it up. But this game is about much more than the individual matchups. He knows it's going to take a group effort to pull out this win. Guys?
David, just like you and this crew, it takes a group effort. And he is all about the team. Thanks, P.A. Now, here's Curry after the miss from Robinson. Curry passes to Hauser. Back to Curry. Fires from deep. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Curry's got 5.
I mean, the range is just unreal. Curry can make even the toughest shots look easy.
Robinson misses. Golden State has come out of the gates quickly. It's a 5-point game. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd, and that's obviously easier said than done.
Well, on the road, your defense needs to withstand runs from the other side, and that wasn't the case for them.
For Utah, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Pass to George. Here he goes. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
This is the game that we're going to be playing. All right. Okay.
Right there, right
okay.
At the rim, but came up
in the corner. It's Hield. Here's Abaji. Inside. Stolen by Kessler. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Well, this is something George does a good job of, creating chances for others to score.
Utah shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. Warriors have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. You know, talking to Keontae George, he credits film watching for much of his success. I like that kind of element he brought up.
Yeah, they say he also spends a lot of time talking to veterans on the team, seeks advice from them and coaches. He's a real student of the game, and that has helped speed up the process for him.
Boy, a guy like that, coach, has got to be fun to coach.
Yeah, those are the guys you're looking for.
6 to shoot. There's the 3. Robinson. It's good on the putback. And it's a tie ball game.
We got that.
Yeah, just a terrific job of just
He got that.
It. Nice.
Got that.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Warriors. Hield outside. Golden State moving it around. From outside the arc. And again, it's the Warriors missing. The Jazz have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Here's Robinson, and Robinson throws it down.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring option.
So it's the Warriors now. After the basket by Utah, it's Curry outside.
Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that.
It's George on the wing, guarded by Curry. Robinson with it. He's got 7.
Curl, bro.
Inside the line. Abaji pulls it in.
This nigga didn't curve.
Hield outside. They need this. Curry shot is off. Utah leading. Down low.
Come on, man.
Outside for Robinson. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Kessler. Curry with the steal. Now the Warriors. Here's Abaji. Flushes it down to finish the break.
Why would you run across the whole fucking court to get a...
Curry makes their offense flow, even when he's not scoring.
Here's Robinson. Warriors with the rebound. This is their first chance to take a look at the Jazz this season. Outside Curry. Pass to Abaji. Back to Curry. That's good.
That's my quarter.
Curry's got 7 points.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Robinson for 3. Rebounded by Hauser.
I don't get that shot.
The Warriors have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Stolen by Kessler. Here's Robinson. And Robinson throws it down hard.
Yeah, if Kessler keeps passing the ball like that, he will be dangerous.
Hield against George. Hield, the pass to Curry.
Don't get that steal. Crazy.
Back to Hield. To the left wing. 6 on the shot clock. Jackson Davis with the bounce pass. And Stephen Curry gets the 3. He's got 10.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
The Jazz have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. First one falls for. The Warriors making a switch here. Moody's checked in. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. The Warriors lead. Hield with it. Now defended by Markkanen. Knocked away. Pass to Moody. A 3-ball. And another 3 for Golden State.
The blood clot.
6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the deep.
Here's Robinson. A straight dunk by Robinson.
And that is a great move off the baseline and a big-time play at the basket.
A great, fantastic reverse dunk. Had to get up high for that one. Now here's Hield. Now here's Moody. Back to Hield. Out to the wing. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Shoots the 3. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Utah trailing here. George passes to Robinson. And it's Robinson with the jam.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Not quite enough.
Oh, go, George.
Just lucky he was off. Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Now here's Hield. Pass to Hauser. Golden State moving the ball around. And the Warriors miss again. Utah's gone 0-2 from deep here. Here's Robinson. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Here's Moody. The rebound by the Jazz. Kessler's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Markkanen dishes to Robinson. Back to Markkanen. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. And the Jazz lead by 4.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
And get ready.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new group. No one had more success at the foul line last season than this group of players. Number 1, Stephen Curry.
And no doubt he finished the season right where he should have on that list. He was far and away the best free throw shooter in the league.
Moody the pass to Hield. Outside Curry. Can they get it? The rebound by Richards.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Shea in the last game against the Lakers was phenomenal. He came away with 41 points, and his unselfishness with the ball, combined with his defensive activity, made a huge impact. He really worked hard in that game. and put up some big numbers as a result. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, David. Greg, it was obvious he was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
And here is Robinson following the three-pointer by Buddy Hield. He lobs it up.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Warriors trail by 5. Now Moody. No scoring in this one. Three-pointer Hield. And another three for Golden State.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Newton. Picked by Williams. Robinson drives in. And Moody pulls it down. The Warriors shooting at around 44% in the early goings here. Pass to Hield. Back to Moody. Fires for 3.
I didn't shoot that.
That shot off the mark.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration.
All right, there we go, there we go, there we go.
He's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
1:25 left here in the opening quarter. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Knights checked in for Hield. Good on the second free throw. 1:19 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Newton. He's got 5. And he hits the jump shot. Newton's got 7 points in the game.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed. Never in a hurry.
Pass to Vukcevic. Now Moore. To the paint. Deflects the pass. Takes a 3. Drills it from outside.
That's
of course.
Inexcusable defense right there.
Of course.
You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Lobbed up there for Robinson. And finished off by Robinson.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Warriors trail by 5. 35 seconds left to play in the first quarter. The Warriors shoot the 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And their numbers from the line last
Yeah,
season,
I'm call that.
just not great, about 77% as a team.
Collier, he's checked in for Utah. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the shot is good. And the Jazz lead by 6.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
And here is Moody. Here's Abaji. It's good from long range. He has 5.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Utah out in front, up 3. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, from what we've been watching with the Jazz, what are you guys seeing out there?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
Yeah, it's the kind of offense every coach loves to see. Selfless and smart.
So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. We've got Moody. And it's Abaji in at the small forward. The Jazz shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. And the first one drops. Hey, Stan, I've always wondered, back when you were coaching, college or pro, what was your defensive philosophy?
Well, I think, first of all, Kevin, we always wanted to take away the easy baskets. In other words, we're going to get back in transition, not give away fast breaks. We are going to try to protect the paint and make sure we're not giving away layups. And we didn't want to foul unnecessarily and give away free throws.
Pass to Vukcevic. Here's Moody. Misses the three.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Newton passes to Collier. Launches it. A three-pointer is right on target.
All right, Newton.
Newton's got the lead up to 7 now for Utah.
Well, coaches will take that any day. Don't pass up open threes like that.
Here's the screen. Here's Moody. Lays it up off the glass. Moody's got 5 now.
And how about the move he made there to come up and get himself clear in the lane?
You don't take a nap?
Here's Collier.
Don't do.
Pass to Newton.
And
it's good. 2 points. Newton's got the lead back up to 7 now for the Jazz.
Well, he's been very reliable tonight. Not wasting any chances. Really
I'm going to text her on the next call to see if they're awake.
Moody with it. 9 points last game. Shot clock at 6. They set the pick. Launches a 3. Hands it from downtown. Moody's got 5 points now in the quarter.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Here's Newton. He's got 12. Three-pointer. And
Newton. You're going to win 6 men of the year. I'm going back in. You guys are putting me back in early. Something's wrong with this coach. He's finally doing something that he should have done. Hey. Kessler, hands up.
Some nice passing by Golden State.
Hands up.
Here's Abaji. Off target from outside.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
The Jazz have shot 6 of 7 at the line.
At the line for 1.
And that one misses. Warriors trail by 6. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Abaji, the pass to Moody. Now, here is Knight. Stolen. Robinson goes in and finished off by Robinson.
You know the drill, man.
Of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Here's Moody, and he floats in for the easy 2.
I'm there.
That one. Jazz leading by 6. Outside Robinson. Here's Markkanen. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot, off to a fast 2 for 3.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Knight finds Moody.
The hell? I'm going that way, so how the hell did I go back?
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Outside, Markkanen.
Yeah, man. Turnover.
And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound.
Yeah, what a disconnect. Sloppy play like that is something they can expect to come up in the film session.
And the Jazz making a change here. George is checked in. Curry with a wide open.
Nice shot.
No good on the quick three.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
And if you're curl team now, you're going to have problems. Yeah, because you're not going to do the bomb up there.
Markin in a screen on Curry. The deep three from George. Warriors with the rebound.
Yeah, he's a good shooter from outside. Not sure from that deep.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking them up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
Jazz leading by 6. And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. G.A., what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
Robinson misses.
When you challenge a player on a layup, that's what you want.
Damn, that's a shot.
Without a foul.
Okay.
Defense wins that battle. Well, he started out with 3 triples in the first quarter, but he hasn't been able to connect from distance here in the second.
Yeah, here's the fast break. Knight leading the way. And with that shot, the Jazz points in the bucket for Moody.
Just a heroic scoring effort from him this quarter. He's doing everything he can to will them back into this game.
Hendricks passes to Robinson. Shoots over Curry. Robinson misses.
Well, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
Pass to Curry. Moore outside. Just 5 to shoot. Now Moody, defended by George. Knight for 3. Rebounded by the Jazz. Kessler's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Robinson left side. They can use a bucket. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Jackson Davis has got his 4th rebound in this one. And now Utah, fast break.
This nigga run away from the box. Oh man, I missed so much layup. How the hell me I missed so much layup? Oh!
Guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
And we got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. And some changes here for the Warriors.
I want to challenge that because there's no way that's off me. But okay.
Look at the stats for Robinson. Coming off a terrific season. First in scoring. And we can't forget the league leader last season in steals per game, making a huge impact defensively.
And his unmatchable instincts for scoring the basketball. That's what made him number 1 last year. You can't stop him. And you can't even really contain him. By Hield, nobody around. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Hield's got 11 points.
And you've got to be up on Hield, especially when he's beyond the arc. If not, he'll burn you.
Here's Robinson. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Robinson's got 21.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
Pass to Hauser. Hield outside. Now, here's Moody. Guarded by Robinson. They set the screen. And the shot is good.
Good breakdown. That's a good breakdown.
Just 1 on the basket from Moody.
Well, that's what you're looking for. Shots from point-blank range.
Here's Robinson into the lane. Softly drops in the floater. 23 points in the game.
Okay.
Great touch there. It's just so tough to defend a floater like that.
Pass to Hauser. No good. That would have tied it. Jazz leading by 3. Markkanen dishes to Robinson. Here's Richards. Jackson Davis defending.
My bad. I thought that's
Now Robinson. 23 points in the game. Utah needs to get off a shot here. And that one's
my bad.
Look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Robinson against Curry. From 7. The rebound by Richards. Utah has gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter. Only hitting 1 or 5.
The hell? How the hell Steph reach up there, sir?
It's up a 3. Curry from 3.
I'm behind the goal.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
Here's Robinson. It's hauled in by
Oh, God.
Jackson Davis has got 5 rebounds.
Obviously, I beat him.
Stolen by Robinson. And there's the drive. And finished off by Robinson.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that much.
Back to Curry. Nice move. Curry getting it down inside.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
Here's Markkanen. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assists. Robinson's got 6 assists here tonight. Curry looking it over. And it's off from 3-point range. And so George will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. They lead by 4. Over Moody. The shot by George, no good.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Already blood clot, this nigga. I thought me with the. Oh, I'm just gonna hit.
Performance for him. I mean, he drained 3 3-pointers in that first quarter, and he's got 2 more here in the second.
The Warriors.
I am already past the nigga.
Good ball movement, fielding, good looks.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Robinson. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Markkanen. A second chance effort. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Jackson Davis with it. Healed outside. Releases from 15.
If the
Jump shot falls. Curry's got 23.
It just shows you how impressive Curry's shooting ability is, that he can adjust for any distance.
Now 8 seconds separate the 2 clocks. And that one is good. 27 points for Robinson.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Curry is inside. Guarded by Robinson. Doesn't go for him. Markkanen finds Robinson. Now Richards. Back to Robinson. Shoots over Curry. And that one released in time, but no good. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Jazz lead by 3. Live from Chase Center. You're watching 2K Sports.
And please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're measuring on the shot. One more time.
We'll get to the first half action in just a second, but first, let's take a look at where teams are sitting in the power rankings.
You look at the Jazz, They're on a mission. You can tell. They came into the season locked and loaded, making a statement here early on, Ernie.
Still a lot of season left, but you couldn't ask for a better start from them. And let's review how things are going for the Jazz. They find themselves in a tight one here at the half.
This is why so many teams are trying to play with pace. The defense just couldn't match up with them in the space. It's much harder to score in the half court.
Helps when you have the athletes they do as well. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Shea really making a difference here.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
And Utah has possession. It's a three-point game. Taking a look at the Jazz. They've got Lowry Markkanen. Robinson is out there with George. Then there's Walker Kessler. And it's Hendricks in at the power forward. Warriors on D. There's a good screen. Robinson, that's good. Robinson's got the first points to start out the third quarter for Utah.
Man, boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Outside, George. Robinson left side. Kessler passes to Hendricks. Clock at 4. Here's Robinson. Warriors with the rebound. Cloak loose. Going inside. And it's a great finish! Oh, my.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. And that one falls for Robinson. And the NBA, right or wrong, Stan, has been called a copycat league before. If something works, it catches on quick. Is that a fair statement?
Well, I think it is to some degree, Kevin. Certainly, we all watch each other and learn from each other, and you're always looking to see what someone else does in their system that would fit into what you do, but you can never fully copy another team because the personnel is different.
Yeah, every roster is different, isn't it? And you've got to tailor things you want to do with what you've got.
That's exactly right. So if my personnel's not the same as yours,
bullshit. What happened to me, dog?
What you do, but I can't take it wholesale.
Pass to Hauser. And the 3 off target. Utah leading by 6. And the dunk by Robinson.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. And here is Curry. 25 points in the game. And here is Hield. Pass to Curry. Jacks up a 3. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight.
Yeah, really nice to see Markkanen keeping his head up and finding the open teammate.
Golden State's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Hauser. Hield outside. Here's Abaji. He's got 5. Shot clock at 6. Hield with it. George picks him up. And the Warriors miss again.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Robinson goes to the rafters. He punched it in.
Are you kidding me?
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Warriors trail by 12. Curry kicks to Hield. Here's Abaji. Traps in the tray.
My bad.
Abaji's got 8 points.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And a moment here to check out who the Golden State Warriors have coming up. On Saturday, the Houston Rockets will come into town. And then on Monday, they'll be matching up with Chris Paul and the Toronto Raptors.
And for that matchup with the Mavericks, that will be game number 10 for them.
Let me see something. What may I shoot from the free throw line this year? 86.
Starting to get into the full swing of things. Should be a fun one.
Greg, a lot of parity around the NBA. You think fans like that?
It's a great question, Kevin. And there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition and live with the results.
My bad.
And the reality is, doesn't it feel better when there are more teams that have a legitimate chance to win it all?
Right now, I'll send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, the NBA again set records for attendance. Overall, arenas were filled to 98% of capacity. Commissioner Adam Silver says we're in a great position. You almost can't fit more people in our arenas. Kevin, he made it clear the area for growth is in media and especially in mobile viewing.
David, you know this, directly to the fan. I mean, my goodness, all the different ways you can consume the game, it's beautiful.
Guys, he's got a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Newton, good.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Curry. He's got 25.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Guess what?
Curry's got 4 this quarter.
And give it up for Steph Curry. This guy seemingly never has an off night. One of the all-time greats.
Robinson with it. He has 40. Outside, George. Back to Robinson. 5 on the clock. Rebounded by Hauser.
Yo, I can't believe there's so many of them like that. That's some bullshit right there.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
George, no good.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Here's Curry. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Pass to Newton. Jazz passing it around. It's rebounded by Golden State. Abaji's got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside Curry. Fires the 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
Wait, me weak. I didn't want to shit.
Yeah, despite them being behind, he's been impressive. But he can't do it all by himself.
Pass to Newton. The shot's good on the assist
Good
by
shot.
George. George has got his 5th assist in this one. Here's Abaji. 8 points for him. Outside Curry. They set the pick. Lets it go from deep. And they get it back.
Yeah.
Here's Abaji. Rebound, Utah.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the look they want. It's tough work in the mid-range area.
And I don't get a dunk ammunition. Come on, man.
Pass to Hield. Beyond the arc.
The blood clot.
Hendricks pulls it in. Jazz have gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime. shooting 8 of 15. George passes to Hendricks. Lets it go with the 3. Warriors with the rebound. Hauser's got rebound number 5 here tonight. That's to Curry for the 3. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Here's Robinson. Good D by Hield.
I don't get that.
And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. They trail by 11. Here's Abaji. Here's Hauser. He's covered by Kessler.
I don't get the block. Oh, I don't get that block.
Great work inside by Curry there. So clever and composed in the paint.
So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Substitution on the court.
With this stoppage in play, we have a chance now to show you which teams led the league in three-point percentage last year. The Warriors, 4th.
Well, last season, what stood out about this team was their three-point shooting. They shot a very high percentage from distance.
Utah leading by 9. Pass to Newton. To the middle. Here's Richards. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Moore outside. Right wing. 5 to shoot. This one for 3. Rebound, Utah. Now here's Williams. Nothing on the board. Here's Collier from the arc. Good on the three-point shot. Collier's got the lead up to 14 now for the Jazz.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Now Hield. 14 points for him. Here's Moore, stripped away. Moore with the steal. Hield outside. Down low. Here's Moody. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Utah leading by 14. Pass to Newton. Richards with it. 6 points for him. With his first shot attempt. And again, it's Utah.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead. Calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Moody finds Hield. To stop the run. Jackson Davis can't get it to go. Utah has gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Here's Filipowski.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Newton. Rebounded by Moore. Warriors trail by 16. 1:44 left to play in the third. Three-pointer, Hield. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Here's Collier. He has 7. Newton passes to Collier. Nice ball movement by Utah. Newton can't get it to go. The Warriors shooting at 34%, pretty reasonable. On the wing, Hield. Now Jackson Davis. Scoreless thus far. Hield bounce pass. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Newton, covered by Hield, and he converts the layup. Newton's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Austin Davis.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Here's Collier from deep. Rebounded by Moore. Moore's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Moody. Off target with his 3. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's the Jazz. They lead by 11. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Well, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. They've got Moody, and it's Vukcevic in at the 5 down low. Here's Santos. A three-pointer, no good. Jazz leading by 11. George passes to Filipowski.
All right, Filipowski.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that. I mean, he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. The Warriors making a switch here. Lawson's checked in. Stan, I've always admired you. Come from a coaching family. Was there a point growing up you knew you wanted to be a coach?
Yeah, look, I loved being around the game, and so 2 things happened that drove me into coaching. Number 1, I loved baseball.
The hell? I'm in it. My bad, Filipowski. That's my bad. That's my bad. That's not on me. That's on me.
That's when I knew I wanted to be a coach.
But your dad had a little bit of that in his background. I say in a little kind of tongue-in-cheek, right? He was a guy that led the way in your interest there.
Yeah, my dad coached for over 30 years.
Your car is skit.
He always used to tell us that he never actually felt like he worked a day in his life. He loved it so much.
Following in his footsteps, terrific score. Pass to Hendricks. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
And the Warriors making a change here. Santos is checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
It's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
There's the screen. Back to Moody.
He's Santos.
Moody with it. Over Robinson. Moody's shot is off.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert. But that time you just couldn't get it done.
Knight in the corner. Pass to Santos. Here's Vukcevic. Knight dishes to Moore. And with that shot,
that's all it could have done for the Filipowski.
12 points with the basket from Moody.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Robinson passes to George. Picks it out to Markkanen. The shot's good on the assist by George.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Santos, the pass to Moody from past the arc. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible boardwork. And finished off by Robinson.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. They set the pick. Moody's shot is off.
Well, he had 6 points from beyond the arc in the first half, but yet to get it going here in the second.
And here is Robinson. Pass to Hendricks. Back to Robinson. The shot. And Moody pulls it down. Warriors trail by 17. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Robinson.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Curry's checked in for the Warriors. Here's Vukcevic. Some nice passing by Golden State here. And more kicks tonight. The three doesn't go that time. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Utah. 17-point lead, their biggest. Looking to get it going. That one falls.
Nice looking mid-range shot by George. Such an aggressive scorer.
Golden State's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Curry with it. George picks him up. Here's Moody. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance. But look, he's got to find something easier.
The shot by Markkanen. Nobody around.
Good
that
shot.
Was nice speed that time from George. Markkanen's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Jazz. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Here's Curry. And the NBA helping establish academies and even leagues, Greg, on foreign soil. Do you expect more to come?
I do, Kevin. I think the league recognizes it has a big role to play in the expansion of the game globally. Investments being made with the long-term view in mind. It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
Yeah, and to do it on the road, it shows how well prepared this team was coming into this contest.
Now, here's Moody. Pass to Curry. Three-pointer. Hits it from three-point range.
Fire.
Curry's got 12 points in just the second half.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
George with the ball. Here's Hendricks. Kessler the screen. Shoots it. And there's another one for the Jazz.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Healed outside. Six to shoot. Pass to Jackson Davis. Utah with the rebound. Markkanen's got his 5th rebound in this one. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
Well, the mid-range has been open for them, so you've got to take what the defense gives, and that's been a great attack in this situation.
And the other thing you notice is how committed they've been to playing with the pass, constantly moving that ball from one side to the other.
The Warriors making a switch here. Apache's checked in.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
George finds Markkanen. From downtown, Warriors with the rebound. Jackson Davis has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
About 30.
Curry against Robinson. The tray. Curry can't get it to go.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Hendricks. Jackson Davis defending. There's the pick. Robinson drives in. Hendricks passes to Markkanen. And the three ball is good. Markkanen's got 9 points in the quarter.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Curry against Robinson. Pass to Hauser. Here's Jackson Davis. It's Curry outside. Sinks the triple. Curry's got 38 points.
I couldn't do anything more than what I did right there.
Curry loves coming back with a three of his own.
Now George.
Oh, shoot that.
From outside. Abaji pulls it in. Abaji's got 7 rebounds in the game. Pass to Hield. To the right side. Here's Abaji. A three. And another three for Golden State.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks chips.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Kessler the screen. Robinson passes to Kessler. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. They get Steph and Curry.
Tight defense against Kessler. Maybe a little too tight.
And he makes the first. And the NBA coach has made sure franchises can't sell their future via draft picks in a trade. What do you think of that?
I think it was probably a good idea because, you know, all of us, coaches, maybe even more than GMs, but organizations get to a point that you want to win so badly in the present that you're willing to just sacrifice the future, and that can lead to some very bad teams down the road, and the NBA doesn't want that.
And we've seen that. You're right. A lot of examples.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Robinson against Curry.
Giving the foul.
Curry taking the foul, but still getting the shot off.
Team foul.
And he knocks down the first one. Both shots good from the strike.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Jazz leading by 17. Outside Robinson. Markkanen in the corner.
No one did I go miss. No one did I go miss. Why would he score off a pass from me?
And again, it's the Warriors missing. Utah has gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Pass to Newton. Takes it out to Markkanen. Now here is Robinson. In the corner, it's Kessler. Fader on the way. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Curry with it.
Why would you get that board when him the from 3-point line when the shot go up?
Takes the three. Curry can't get it to go.
30.
The Jazz shooting it brilliantly here lately. 60% from the field. Kessler is screen on Curry. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Kessler.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, that just comes down to the timing.
Oh my fucking God.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
Here's Robinson. Here's the drive. And then Robinson slams it in.
Oh, here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim.
I didn't even score that.
Knocked loose. Jazz leading by 16.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Jazz.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Come here.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got
Never
everyone
mind.
involved.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Robinson.
And what stood out to me was his effort level defensively. Very active and aggressive, piling up the steals in addition to his overall floor game.
Here's Moody. It's good. Here's Newton. Pass to Filipowski. Here's Collier. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one, and he banks in the layup.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
Back tonight. Moore passes to Moody. And he sinks that one in the back of the rim on the way in. There's 14 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. So now for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.
Okay, so I got what I wanted from this.
You earned that one.
It's a thing I accomplished what I was supposed to accomplish. So I did.
Good win. Let's keep it going.
Thank you guys for tuning in. See you guys when I see you. I got what I wanted from this. So I'll be playing over on my other. Bang, bang. That's all I wanted. Oh yeah. Okay. I gotta see you when I see you, man.